a very special edition of my channel. Today is for the dogs and we are going to be making homemade Scooby Snacks. So I want to start this off by saying that this is meant to be a great healthy snack for your dog. But you can eat Scooby Snacks too. They're a bit dry, so if you do try eating them, treat them like regular biscuits, dunk them in tea, coffee, or spread with some butter or jam. Also, it never hurts to double check with your veterinarian if you have a puppy or if you have a dog with a special diet. It never hurts to double check to make sure something is good for your dog. All right, so I will let you know the ingredients in this recipe is an egg white, a half cup of peanut butter, water, bananas, honey, whole wheat flour, and oats. So we're gonna start off by mashing up some bananas. And I'm gonna be using my KitchenAid mixer today. So you want 2 nicely ripened bananas. These cook the best and give the best flavor. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get those mashing up. All right, and while that's getting mashed up, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna separate our egg white. And add in our egg. All right, that's nice and mashed up, so we're going to go ahead and pour the eggs in. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a half cup of peanut butter. Scrape that off of the sides and make sure that gets down into the mixture. There we go. Next we're going to add 1 tablespoon of water and 1 tablespoon of honey. Alright, I'm going to scrape the sides again because this is a little bit of a sticky recipe. We're going to let that mix up until it's nice and very well mixed. Alright, we'll go ahead and give the sides another scraping. Alright, so we're going to add in a half cup of oats. And a cup and a half of the wheat flour. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our scraper here. I'm going to finish mixing this together. I'm going to scrape the sides really, really good. If your dough is still a little bit sticky, you can add a little bit more flour to it. You're essentially making biscuits, so you want your dough to be kneadable. All right, we're gonna flour our surface here. And I'm going to flour my hands so I can handle the dough without it sticking to my hands too much. I'm going to take my ring off here so I don't get cookie dough in my ring. If it gets a little sticky, you can always add a little bit more flour. We want a nice ball. Just like that. All right, next thing we're going to do, I'm gonna let this sit for just a moment while I grease up my cookie sheet. I'm gonna be using extra virgin olive oil. And I already did this before I started. You're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so we've got our cookie sheet here ready to go. And now we're gonna roll our dough out to about a 1/4 inch thick. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of flour on my roller as well. All right, so now I'm going to take my bone cookie cutter. You can use whatever you want. I thought I would just make it a little extra. All right, we have our first pan ready to go in the oven. They're gonna cook for about 30 to 40 minutes or until lightly golden brown. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the rest of the dough. None of this was gonna get wasted. I'll make what I can with the cookie cutter, and then I'll probably just make little ball treats with the rest of it. But I'll check back in with you guys when the first batch is done. Alright, so the first batch is done, and what you're gonna wanna do, I just pulled this out of the oven. I went to check it, it was done, and I didn't want it to overcook and burn on me. So, we're gonna very gently take, and we're gonna put them on. You're gonna want a wire cooler. I'm using a grated pan that I have because I do not have a wire rack right now. And I'm gonna move these onto here to cool. All right, we'll let these cool off and then we'll let the dogs try some. And this is the first time making this. I just thought it would be a really cute, cool idea. And I love making treats. I make a doggy birthday cake. I've made a video on that. So I just wanted to mix it up a little bit and do something different. Plus it's Halloween, so happy Halloween, everybody. All right, we're back and the first batch has cooled down enough to eat, and I must say they must have done something right, because right as I turned the camera off, when I put the one set out to cool, all my dogs came into the kitchen sniffing and wagging their tails. My big dog is actually right behind the camera right now, laying down, somewhat patiently waiting. So let's let the dogs try and see what they think. And I have 3 doggos, and I'll show you guys real quick. Here is the final product of the first batch. And honestly, they don't smell bad at all. It smells like peanut butter, bananas, and honey. So, all right, let's call the dogs. Magnum, come here, boy. Come here. Sit. Good boy. Aria. Kira. Come here. Come here. There they are. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good dogs. There you go. Oh, Kira. There you go. Oh, you're just such a good girl. You're just such a good girl. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah, you are just such a good boy. Good dogs. Here, we'll split one in half. There you go. Alright. You not gonna eat the one I gave you? Magnum, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. No. Good boy. Leave it. Here you go, girl. It's okay. So Aria is our picky eater, and it's brand new, and whenever I introduce a brand new food or treat, she sniffs at it, she tastes, oh, and there it goes. Here, there it goes. She is my lady. So she is very delicate with her food, whereas Mr. Man here has to be made to wait and be a little patient because he will snatch it out of my hand. Good dogs. which is a great healthy treat for your doggos. You guys have a great night. Happy Halloween.